viewers. I want to also thank you for being part of our program today. You are highly welcome.
For those that have seen Honorable Elijah for the very first time, who is Elijah and what motivated you into politics? You seem to be a very gentleman, and as we know, the politics of this generation, they need people who are very radical, and perhaps you are radical in your actions, but people know you as a gentleman. Who is Elijah Obsinje?
Actually, Obsinje K. Elijah, I was born in 1970. That was that is those who know the Greater Bushenyi district. Today is Shema, a place called Chibingo, where Shema district is located. I grew up in a simple family, peasantly, a middle class family. I started from senior 6. Senior 5 was at St. Kagwa Bushenyi High School. Senior 6 I was at Masheruka Secondary School. I went to Nkumba College of Commerce and Advanced Studies.
In Kampala, Entebbe here.
Here in Entebbe. I lived in Entebbe for more than 8 years.
Interesting.
I have a brother called Hassan Kasinje, was the OC station by then, around 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. After my studies, I went to Geology Survey and Mines, petroleum exploration by then. I was a project accountant, close to 2 years.
That was your first job?
That was my first job.
As an accountant? As
an accountant, Geology Survey and Mines, petroleum exploration. By the time when the government was exploring petroleum in Hoima, that's when I was there. That is 2095, 96. In the middle of 96, I decided to join private business. I came to Kampala.
Back to Kampala again.
I came back to Kampala. I joined Namuwongo around there in those slums of Namuwongo.
Doing what?
I started a business, a wholesale shop. I started trading. There, then I became a distributor, a marketing department of Coca-Cola, Century Bottling Company Limited. I served more than like 15 years. Then, in the middle of that time, I joined politics in 2006 as a councillor, LC 5 Makindye East.
Almost 20 years in politics.
Yes, and you said what transpired me. I think it was a calling. It was basically a calling, and I never looked behind up to now. I'm basically in business, in the politics. Of course, business there, I could not balance the two, politics and the business. I decided to concentrate on politics, and I've served in several areas. I've been chairman LC1.
Of where?
There's a place called the Tsugu Market Zone, where I served 5 years as a LC chairman. I later came to be a councillor, LC 5, that was 2000, actually 2002, 2005, 2006 and 2011. I tried to be a road councillor, but it never went through. I never went through. Then 2011-16, I came, I contested, and I went through. So I served 5 years as a councillor, LC 5 Makindye East, for 5 years. Those were the days of Gen Farm CC.
Yes.
Though that period, KCCA, there was a lot of confusion politically, where Gen Farm CC, councillors and road mayor, it was full of confusion. So from 2016 I decided to stand as a MP, Makindye East, on an independent ticket. Still, the results were not good, but I happened to be the fourth candidate. Out of very many, we are like 9 candidates. In 2021, NRM gave me a flag. So I was a candidate for NRM 2021. Still, the wave of NRM, of NUP, National Unity Platform, there was a lot of wave there after COVID.
Yes.
But there were factors.
That was 2021 elections.
2021 elections. Though I managed to score the highest number of votes in Kampala. I think I was the best. I was the best person. I was the best performer. I did well that I managed to be the best. I managed to be one of the best performing candidates. That was 2021. Then up to date. I came to compete for the flag, but the flag was taken away from me.
That is the last primary.
2025. The flag was taken out from me. And here I am. I'm standing as the...
what inspired you to contest for a member of parliament in Makindye East, yet
what inspired me, I think,
so much into the local government?
I think this is a calling. Sometimes my friends, brothers, sisters ask me, why did you opt to go for leadership? And of course, out of that, they started blaming me. Why should you leave business? I was doing well.
I was going to ask that. People are quitting politics, going for business,
was one of the,
and you are coming from business into politics.
I was doing so well. I had everything. Business was booming.
But because of that calling,
business was booming.
You.
I was doing well. Could afford everything I need. But from nowhere, I don't know how I entered politics. But whenever anybody asks me that question, I normally tell them it's a good calling. It's a good calling, and they know leadership. They say leadership comes from God.
Yeah, true.
So I don't regret. If it was a calling from God, I will say that's all. What I have achieved can sustain my family, but I think God said he come and serve. Okay. This is where I am.
Interesting, but you also know that leaders by calling, but also they have something they need to clear.
On addition of God's calling, there was a lot, because I've grown up in slums.
Yes.
I've grown up in Namongo slums, Kasamvu, Wabigalo. This is where I used to serve my products. Because basically I was a distributor of cocoa products at the same time. I was just on the ground trading, and I was a wholesaler, meaning that I was dealing with so many business communities. But I remember what inspired me, probably the second point, was that where I had put my house, there was a drainage. So the drainage, the water would drain into my house. And again, the road that leading to my house was also so bad. The feeder roads were so bad. The communities, by then business was a bit there, unlike today. And at one time, as I was seated with my friends, I remember making a comment, I wish I joined politics, because I can
able to address these concerns.
So that there are these concerns of poor drainages, rubbish was scattered everywhere, the roads were not done. I think I said I wish I joined. Then I look at the ways how we can improve the areas. The following day, someone came to my shop and asked me, "How are you, sir?" And I replied, "I'm fine." There is a lady called Ofumbi Florence, who was a councillor by then.
Still in Makindye East.
Makindye East. She was the councillor of Wabigaru Parish. The lady came and asked me, can you join police? That was 2005. But since probably...
People are seeing that kind of potential and leader in you.
I think the potential, because they sat, members of NRM sat in a division meeting, district meeting, and they gave themselves a homework. Because there was a candidate, it was very hard to get out of the office. Then they gave themselves the homework that members go outside and look a person who can stand and compete by the person who was in the office by then. So I think she knew me. Then she came and approached me, accepted to take over the mantle. That was the beginning, and I find myself in a meeting with the members of NRM. Though I never made it by then, FDC was very strong. But in 2011, I came back and I managed to win the race.
Interesting. Talking about the current leadership, I am wondering what gaps do you see in the current leadership that you intend to address?
There are so many problems in the current leadership. Probably in Makindye East in particular. This one can be witnessed by the current situation. That every 5 years we change a leader and an MP. I think it was only once when my Honorable Mabike came 2 times. But we have been, whenever an MP comes, takes 5 years, he does not come back. That means there's a very big gap. And I've been monitoring and I've made a research. Why is it that Makindye is the people give only one chance? So I realized there is a problem somewhere. And I think this time I said, let me come in. I feel that gap. Yes.
But talking about the drainage, the poor road networks that you also mentioned in your introduction, as a member of parliament, if entrusted by the people of Makindye East, how do you want to deal and address those concerns?
I'm aware KCC is in charge, and this is all about the budget. And the budget framework, budget process starts with the local people in the grassroots. More especially the leaders, the LCs. It begins with LC1, with the community. They sit in the communities. They come out with the proposals, looking at areas where it needs to be, areas where there is need. And those proposals and the areas where there is a need of services, the proposals are taken to KCCA. They end up in Parliament. So Parliament, when it comes to budget, it's the process now. So starts from there. So I think as a member of Parliament, when that thing reaches Parliament, it goes to committees. I think that's where now the process of working towards those challenges starts from. So as a member of Parliament, I think that's where the opportunity comes. As a member of Parliament, you must participate in those processes. You must participate fully in those processes. If you find that in Makindye East, we need a network, roads to be done. And of course, to do the roads, there should be money. So a member of Parliament must do everything possible to ensure that at least the KCCA budget is fully covered to meet the costs. So I think I'll be working closely with the KCCA authority. If KCCA is in budgetary processes, then it means that as a member of Parliament, I need also to be part of those programs and processes to ensure at least we lobby And it also goes with planning. All those programs move together. It's about the budget process, lobbying, planning, and pushing to ensure that all those program is covered.
Interesting.
Yes.
You talk about representation, you also talk about lobbying for your people, but also a member of parliament is responsible for monitoring government projects.
Yes.
Are there some government projects or programs or public assets that you think have been misused or mishandled? In Makindye East to be particular,
in Makindye,
that you say, if I am a member of parliament representing Makindye East, these are the things that I will start on.
Yeah, of course, as a member of parliament, the role of a member of parliament, automatically, among other roles, it is all about to monitor government programs. Most of my government programs are there. The government has done a lot to put those programs on board. Government has put a lot of money in the youth sector, in the women's sector, in the population, and border. As a role of a member of parliament is supposed to monitor.
Yes.
Monitor and go back and make a report. I think that's where the challenges are. Because if the government has given the youth money, this money, has it reached the ground? Anyway, government has put money for youth as PDM. Has this money been fully utilized? Is that money being used by the right people?
Intended people, and for its purpose.
Has it yielded results? Is the project and the program progressing? I think the member of parliament is able. But for the last 5 years, I've not seen a member of parliament having any consultative meeting over the same. Myself, I'm the chairman.
How do you then intend to get that transparency and accountability?
Myself, I'm the chairman LC2. I'm the chairman of that program of PDC. I have a team of 7 people. I've never seen a member of parliament coming to find out if this money is being fully utilized. So I think there is a gap. The government is spending the money, it is giving out the money, but there is nobody who is monitoring how that money is being used. So I think this is where I say I've got the experience now. I know how things are being done. So my role as a member of parliament, particularly, is to move.
Village per village.
I must have time in my consultative meetings. I must call out several consultative, probably after 2 or 3 quarterly, to find out actually if we allocate money to the health sector. Is this money in the sector? Is it there? Are hospitals doing any job? Because I managed to have an ambulance. For the last 20 years, I managed to purchase an ambulance for my community. So it's a bit embarrassing to drive to pick a patient from, let's say, Sugu Hospital, health center, and you dump a patient at Murago and leave the patient on the floor of the hospital. So at least now. So if I was a member of parliament, these are the questions we should be asked. Really, a minister of health cannot avail necessary beds to the patients, to beds. You find a medical officer requesting for a glove.
Personnel.
Requesting for a glove.
PPEs.
Yes. So, is it true that the government does not provide enough facilities to the hospitals? If yes, what's the problem? Is the medicine being stolen by the health officers? So, as a member of parliament, particularly, I think that's where we need to help our communities move. But I've realized that most of members of parliament spend much of their time moving out of the country. They are attending their farms. They have no time When they are free, they go in their social affairs. So they have no time to monitor government programs. And it's part of their duty, and that's why they are paid. So
Extremely
I think
high.
that's why you see there's a gap.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Makindye East is one also of the divisions or constituencies in this country that constitute the highest number of youth. And you also know at the national level, the youth constitute the highest number. We have just had the census of 2024 by UBOS, and one wonders, as a member of parliament who intends to lead your own people, what practical solutions, what practical plans do you have for the youth in Makindye East?
The issue of the youth is a bit challenging and a bit practical. I've been with the youth. Me, I've engaged in youths with several programs, especially on sports. I've put these youths, I've carried out sports program on my personal level.
You have had our under 16, under 17, we won a serious European team.
Yes,
France is not just a...
Yes, that's wonderful.
Mm.
And
So
by
you can
engaging...
see how sports is transforming.
Yes, and by engaging our youth into sports program, you are already working on their talents, you are keeping them busy. At the end of the day, we get good results. So, the issue of the youth the topic is a bit bigger. But I think this government, I think it has done its best. Of recent, the president initiated a skilling program. Actually, in my parish, I happen to have, even today, they were registering a number of the youths for skilling the younger child. The program has been going on for many years. I think now we are in about 3 years. I think that's also another way of handling the serious matter of unemployment in youth, and maybe avoiding having them not engaging in bad situations. Only that it is also lacking. At first, government started training the youths in several skills. Only that these youths have not been given the tools. They will train you for 6 months, then they would give you a toolbox. Now, they are training them and they are not been given toolbox. So, to some extent, they are getting demoralized. You are training them and you are leaving them to get unemployed. So,
but they have employable skills.
The skills, of course, they get the skills. But again, they don't have a starting capital.
Yes.
That's another challenge now. Only that the government, somehow, somewhere, we have seen it has invested a number of money in youth schemes. Of course, the population is big. But how much has the government given? Is it covering the whole population? Of course not. So I encourage the government, if it can again go back to its roots and start giving out capital, the starting capital that is not paid back. Because they are giving them money, some are grants, but again, after
But
this,
if they are not paying back, Honorable, they will start misusing these funds because they know there is no accountability at the end of the day. But if you give people and you tell them at this time, maybe after 1 year or 2 years, these people will work hard to make sure that they pay back that money.
of course, out of 100, like 80%, like 20%, we utilize that money fully.
True.
But the rest of the money will disappear, and this will not be able to see the results. So I think it is now the duty of to look into so many things. Government has a duty also to maybe. I was thinking of the skilling centers are very few, comparable to the number of the students, of the number of the youth
That we have.
And again, you cannot say you train a youth for 6 months. So me as a person, I would maybe, if I happen to go to Parliament, I would lobby to see at least every institution, every secondary school, maybe encourage the private sector, the private schools, every school to put a department of skilling.
I think that's what they have established, and especially in schools, secondary schools, and also
yes,
primary schools.
Yes. Then probably after their school, I understand there is money that the government has put into banks. Like there is the agriculture loans, there is the development bank. I understand there is about to, the government has invested more than 11 trillions of money, inclusive. Maybe that some people don't know that there is money in those areas. Like me, for instance, I benefited from money of agriculture. I'm doing some business, some farming somewhere, but I did not know. Not until a member of one person from the bank who told me, "Can you come and give you agriculture loan?" People outside don't know that there is money for development in development banks. There are very, very few people. There are very, very few people. So I think as a member of parliament, now, we need now to start following up those programs and projects so that we inform the youth about the same money. I think at the end of it all, it will help them to get out of poverty. Yes.
Interesting. You have members, especially from political parties. If we can talk about the campaigns. Members of parliament, I think you are flagged by the Electoral Commission on 10th this month, November. That was Monday, this very week. Strategies that you have employed as an aspirant, especially in this campaign season. Looking at some of your other tenders that you're with, who are party-backed candidates, one wonders what strategies do you have to be the same race with those who have already secured the vote from their political parties? That is a block vote already.
I don't think it would be wise to tell my competitors
the
strategies I have. It is like cheating now. They will say, this man is... I don't think it would be good for me to now start telling my competitors about my strategies. But of course, this involves going to the people and tell them your manifesto. Yeah, but give me my manifesto now.
Now, as looking at the depth of the waters that you are entering, looking at the political parties that we have, and now you come as an independent. How do you intend to work with the stakeholders, especially at the local community, at also at the constituency level, at the district, and different stakeholders in your constituency?
Having come as an independent candidate now, I think it gives me a good opportunity to work with other stakeholders. You know, when we had a movement system of governance, I think the system was moving on well. But when we went for multi-party politics, I've seen services being divided. I've seen the opposition now fighting the government programs. You are doing something good, like now with the natural drainage channel. You'd see it as a good project, but the person from opposition, he's fighting it again. So I think as a person who is intending to go to parliament, this gives me a better opportunity now, probably as an independent candidate, to work, of course, closely with the party that is the system.
Okay, but do you feel, in your own opinion, that political parties have not fully represented the masses? Because
Yes.
if you say that you disagree with your own party and now you come as an independent, one would see that there are still gaps even when we embraced the multi-party system in this country.
Repeat.
Do you see that the political parties have not fully represented their people?
Of course, the multi-party politics, I think the way they practice their business is not pro-development. Because I expect even if you moved in an office or as a member of parliament as an opposition, it does not stop you from working for the people, even if you are from opposition. Because the purpose why you went to parliament does not change. And of course you went to the parliament to monitor, to coordinate, to work for the people. But I've seen members of parliament here, those who are in the position, again they frustrate the ongoing government programs. Instead of embracing them, they fight back. So it makes now no sense.
When we have a serious debate, they walk away.
They walk away. I think they should sit and debate on a particular. And maybe at the end of the day, the winner takes it. So if the debate is in favor of a project, then they should embrace it and they move with it. But now here we are still playing a cheap politics. They are still playing a very cheap politics. And at the end of the day, the people on the grassroots are the ones to suffer. You are playing a cheap politics, and again the person who is a low earner is suffering. So I think me as an independent candidate this time around, I think now it gives the opportunity that when I happen to enter into office, it's my role now to say if the project has gone in, we need to team up and work together. Because at the end of it all, politically they say the winner takes it all. So if the winner takes it all, what do I need to do? I need to work closely with the winner in order for the person, the low-income earner, the people we serve, benefit from the same program.
That goes back to some people who still appreciate and support the individual merit. Do you still need multi-party system in the country when we still celebrate 20 years since 2005 when we welcomed them? But up to now, some people and also leaders, including yourself, they say our parties are not yet organized. I'd rather stand as independent. Do we still need them, or we can go back to multi-party, the individual merit? Of
course, for democracy, multi-party politics is needed for democracy. But again, I think we still need a lot to study, to understand what multi-party politics stands for. Yes, we still need a multi-party system of governance, but it's lacking. The people who join those parties don't know what they're supposed to do. So a lot is needed to educate people to understand that if you're in multi-party politics and one party takes it, then you need to join hands in order to develop the country. I think when you look at Kenya and Tanzania, how they do their politics, you can see, of course, there are debates, they are pushing ropes, but at the end of it all, when the winner takes it all, then you need to go behind and push it and work together. Yes. Let's talk about the life in Parliament, especially if we can take an example of the 11th Parliament that we've just had, some of the challenges that realized in the previous Parliament that we would not love to see in the 12th Parliament. Yeah, of course, the 11th Parliament and with the political party systems here in Uganda, you would actually see we have a lot. There is I think, as I had said, I had said that we still a lot, and when we see our politics here, political party politics here, and
not yet mature.
They are not mature, even themselves.
And
every year,
and that goes back to parliament.
With every 5 terms, we see one political party collapsing, another one coming in. Every term, another one collapsing, another coming in. So you wonder if we are ready. I think we are not even ready to have a multi-party politics. I think the movement system was much better. Even today myself, I don't understand. I see people having their phone symbols. Today it was a key, tomorrow is a phone, another day it's an umbrella, another day. There are so many now you cannot understand. Somebody joins the party in 2 months, is campaigning. He has not understand the logic, the principles of everything. But they know one word: opposition. We must oppose whatever comes on the table. So I think there's a lot is needed and lacking.
Many of the candidates or members of parliament that have come to the House, or the August House, tend to become irrelevant because they do not have the sides. And one wonders, they don't have the sides.
Yes.
You are not in the opposition, you are not in the side of government, and they tend to miss out and also become irrelevant. When voted in and entrusted by the people of Makindye East, how do you intend to be relevant and effective in the 12th Parliament?
Of course, having experience and have been there, that have been there. The only challenge why people have become irrelevant, they just come from the broom, from nowhere. They convince the people, either they give them money, they are voted in the office. Yes. So me, having been there close to 20 years, struggling, monitoring, moving up and down, having been an LC chairman, being a councillor, contesting as a member of parliament several times. Of course, there are only 2 times. I've really realized that a lot. Yes. But the challenge we have, there are people who just come from either university or from after senior 6, popular what? With popular support. Somebody is voted in the office, is in opposition. And because now he has no much experience about party politics or anything to do with politics, but he knows what people behind, he knows what the people behind wants to hear the word, reject. Reject, you are in opposition. So whatever comes on this, whether good or bad, that candidate we always say, no, I don't support. So I think much is very needed. You know, we used to have political education. In schools, we used to do political science. I don't know if that course is still there.
They removed it.
If they removed it, then that's where the problem is. We used to have political education after senior 6. You go to Chankwanzi.
So you think that in
I don't know if political education is still available. It's not. They only take you for 2 weeks to go and eat meat. From Chankwanzi there, you go and eat meat.
But at least there is training there. They always say there is training.
I've never had a chance to go for those trainings. I think I'm unlucky. But for 2 weeks, you can't do much. But I remember during my vacation in Senior 6, it was compulsory. Before you join the campus, you go to the training school at Chankwanzi. Whether you are opposition or not, you just go there. So I think those we need to again to go back to the old systems. There is political, there is chaka.
So you think that there are no programs and platforms that nurture leaders in this country, and that's where the problems are coming from?
Chaka, we used to have chaka. By the way, from 2086 to 2096, the situation was good. People were, they used to have a meza, even if you had not gone for those trainings. But these meza programs were good. people were listening to whoever is. We had good politicians. They would go on political programs, on radios, on Bumeza, and at the end of it all, if you'd be following those programs, at the end of it all, you will understand. By the time you join politics, at least you have the experience. But those things ended, they are no longer there. We no longer have Bumeza, we no longer have Chaka, we no longer go to Chankwanzi, we no longer have the same talks or same academic in schools. So
debates
are no longer there. Even in school, there used to be debates. You move from one school to another. I remember there's a time we moved from St. Kaga to entire school. Yes, there are no longer debates. Yes.
You start on them when you go into parliament.
Yeah.
What are your priorities for Makindye East when you are voted in come 2026?
Priorities?
Things you say, I will start with A, B, C, D.
They are vast. They're many. I'll also go back to the budget now. To the budget. I must lobby a lot to see that all my priorities are being covered. Of course, I would start with the health sector. We are doing so bad. We have a health sector in Ichisugu, for instance. There is a piece of land. I've carried women who are delivering in that hospital. In most cases, they fail, and they are referred, and ambulances are not always available. You find the driver is sleeping in Kawempe. By the time somebody has failed to deliver, the ambulance is in Kawempe. So I come in to give assistance. And there's space. There is a space. It's actually being used as a washing bay. And I think the government has them enough money that can put up a theater. When a woman fails there, carry a patient to the theater. The place is there. Actually, that land had been sold to a businessman called Bajaba Miras. When Jennifer Msisi came in, the land the lease had expired. She bought back the land. But it's a washing bay. Okay? So I think I would start with the health sector. Health sector is doing so bad. But I don't blame the government. We budget. We budget according to the number of people we have. But I think we have many people than what we have. Our borders are open. Do you know that people come from Kenya to come for free services here in Uganda?
Like which services, sir?
Hospital. Do you know people, you enter a bus at 2, at 3 you are in Murago. And they don't ask you who are you, where are you coming from. Do you know that there are people who come from Congo for medical services here in Uganda?
For free.
For free. So for us, we are budgeting for the population of 45
Ugandans
people.
Are crying for
we are budgeting
services.
for the population of Ugandans, population of 45 million people here. But we are many.
Including foreigners.
Including foreigners. We have so many Eritreans here. During our budget,
but these are refugees now.
During our budgetary process, these people are not in Uganda. But they are entering the country scot-free. And they are entering the hospitals free. And they also need services. As people say, there are no medicine in the hospitals. The hospitals are doing bad. The numbers are increasing because we have the people who are not budgeted for. Yes, they are there, very many. All these buses bring people in. Congolese, Rwandese, they come in every day. I think Rwanda, with the health sector, they are doing well. So, I also need to look at the roads are being done. I appreciate the road network. These are feeder roads are being done. Then I also look at the business sector. Yes. Business has collapsed. I think I need to maybe look in, although the government is putting a lot of money. There is women, there is grow. I've seen women initiatives.
It is a loan.
The alone is okay because now alone is part of our life today. Yeah,
But there's also a Myoga.
There are also
Myoga, injecting more money.
Funny enough, this money is being swindled by the so-called administrators. It is eaten up by very few people. They make a group, they go and pick the money.
How do you intend to implement government programs like those that you've mentioned? Myoga is transforming the business community. We have PDM all over the country and including Makindye. How do you intend to implement those programs, and if interested as a member of parliament and voted in?
Of course, implementing those programs, already I'm there. I'm already there.
But as a member,
like I'm the one supervising.
But now you're going to be at that top position.
So long as I'm still LC2, I'm still there. I don't think I will resign.
Okay.
Because the fact that I'm the chairman LC2 of the parish, I think maybe I will resign. But if not, still I will be there. I will sit on the committee. So there is a serious need for supervision. There is no enough supervision being done because you give somebody money, 1 million, tomorrow he shifts from Namuongo, he goes to Kawempe, and that money is gone. You not recover. I think we need to computerize the system.
Okay.
That even if you shift from Muyenga and you go to Mukono, the system will follow you there. The system will follow you there. We are not even capturing people's face. I think we need to work on the systems that even if you go where you will still bring that money back. So I think as I go to Parliament, I think this is the area where we need to rely on because I have the experience over it. I always see the DSO, the RDC, the RCC coming to my office, Elijah, who want to know the people who took the money. Are they paying it back? And I say that I have not been equipped with any
systems to track them.
I can't track them. These people have gone. And actually have gone. I'm trying to improve the system at my village. But again, I'm not supported by the government. So as I go to Parliament now, we need to revise. If really the government want to recover this money from the people. And probably in the future, I also think that we should make a village circle. Instead of, these people should come at the village level, we make a circle. Let it be a circle. Let it be a small bank, for instance. Let this money go to the village circle, parish circle. That you go and borrow and bring it back. Go and borrow and bring it back. We make a circle. I've seen it in Western Uganda. When you go to Western Uganda, there are so many, I can say, district circles. When you go to Ntungamo, you always see signposts. Ntungamo circle, Nyihanga circle, Mushanga circle, Shema circle. So that you go and borrow money and
you know
bring it
your
back.
members because you are coming from the same village.
Yes. But this thing is temporary. It looks as if it's temporary.
But would that work in urban places like Kampala and Makindye that
if
you're
it is
talking
captured
about?
well.
Because today I rent here, tomorrow I'm going to shift and rent in Entebbe, and tomorrow I'm in Mukono.
Yes, it works when the same systems are put in place. Because if you borrowed money from Musugu Sako, or Wabigaro Sako, and you run it to Mukono, even if you go to borrow money in Mukono, in any other bank, it will be able to tell you that you run out from them with money from Wabigaro. They will track you. They cannot serve you before you pay that money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much, Honorable. I would also request you, as we end our discussion, what are some of the priorities, if you can give us 2 or 3, that you think in Parliament, the next Parliament, the 12th Parliament, should focus on?
The priorities, eh?
Yes, for the 12th Parliament.
Priorities, of course, there are many. But I would think of priorities. I would think of people's income.
Yes. As you said that people are failing in businesses.
Household incomes.
True.
I want to tell you that people are doing badly.
True.
The situation is bad. There's a lot of poverty coming up. The reason why people are forming up groups, they cannot support themselves. They need to make up a group so that they support each other.
Yeah, true.
There is a lot of taxes coming up. Property tax, income tax. Cost of living is actually high.
Okay.
We used to buy a batch of matoke 5,000, it's now 40. We used to buy meat 5,000, it's now 20.
Okay.
Cost of living is high. Rent is becoming high because it is highly taxed. So I think this is high time. There should be value for money. True, we need to pay tax.
But what am I paying it for?
Yes, there should be value for money. If I've paid tax, if I've paid the case, it's a tax, property tax, income tax, license. What do you tell me? Again, I pay for rubbish. Why can't KCCA Gazette areas, people bring their garbage in that one particular place? Then cases with these trucks come and carry. Come and carry.
Because you have already paid.
But now, KCCA is tendered the program of garbage, and those people cannot manage removing all the garbages in people's homesteads. It ends up in the draining channels, and again KCCA carries a lot of money to go and remove those garbages in the draining channel.
Interesting.
So you can see it's a circle. So
Honorable, as time is not on our side, I request that you give your parting shots.
Otherwise, as we end this program, members, I'm called Obsinje K. Elijah. The people of Makindye East, I'm your choice. I'm the best choice. We are 23 members who are contesting for the same positions. You guys, you have seen me before. I've worked for you. Elijah, I've been there. I've done it all in sports programs, in the health sector. I'm the first person to buy an ambulance in Uganda. It has been there since 2011 up to date. Whether I'm in office, whether I'm not in office, I already help. I've really helped, and I'm still helping. So, Makindye East, I'm here for you. I have a very nice manifesto. If I put it in practice, it would be wonderful. I hope to work with the government in place. I hope to support communities in its different sectors, health, business. Our business are not doing so well. Also look at having a market. We don't have where to buy food. Our market is, food is scattered along the roadsides. Even KCCA does not pick money from them because they are not gazetted. So there are so many things we need to look at, but I think as people give their support, I will be able to serve them gently.
Interesting. Thank you so very much, Honorable, for making time to come through on the state of affairs. We really appreciate your time and also talking to the people of Uganda on the state of affairs. And on U24, the people of Makindye East, you have a better leader that is tested and also trusted. So many years serving you in different positions and different capacities. And I want to wish him the best and the people of Makindye the best as you choose your leaders 2026. This is the state of affairs, and today we're talking so much of the Makindye East, and now we are going to be looking into different places of the country. Here we do promise and deliver on U24 and also on the state of affairs. From me and the team, it is a good night. I'm Pere Amon Otega. Allow me